MLB The Show is your home for postseason baseball. It's Game 1 of the American League Championship Series between the Baltimore Orioles and the Chicago White Sox. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of baseball on the show. All right, the stage is set. The starters get their final tosses in out in the bullpen, and we've got a good one in store for you, folks. Play-by-play is coming up next. Lucas Giolito gets the ball for Game 1 of the League Championship Series here at home. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matt, 5 full innings for this guy in his last one. You couldn't really consider that a powerhouse outing. He was able to get a no decision, but I'm sure he and the team are looking for a lot more in this one today.
So here is Ryan Keene, and we are set for baseball here this evening. First pitch on the way. Underway now on the south side as the first pitch of the night is taken for ball 1. First pitch, 7:05. The 1-0. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, after balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. Strike 3 called on the fastball, and the leadoff man is gone to start the evening. Next to hit is Javier Baez. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. And that's by him. It's 0-1.
Now that's when you know it's a good pitch. He broke off a really nice breaking ball down in the zone right there, and even though this is one of the best hitters around, he waved right through it.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Woody Keller.
You know, D-Row, Woody Keller's a good umpire, but at times the consistency kind of wavers a little bit. I'm not sure if you'd say he's a low ball umpire or a high ball umpire. Sometimes his zone changes from game to game.
Yeah, he can be a little inconsistent, Dan, no question about it, but he's approachable. As an offensive player, I just want to be able to turn around and say, is that as far as you're going today? And Woody will usually give you an answer.
Aledmus Diaz will pinch hit here and finish the at-bat following the injury. Just getting started here on the south side of this one. Just hung in there on that one. Another 1-2 delivery. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter. To pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
At the plate, Cedric Mullins. As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one, looking to at least put the ball in play here this inning. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now. Past history with Lucas Giolito, he's 5 for 7. And he gets the slider over here. It's 2-1 now. Into the windup and the pitch. Lifted down the line in left. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Bouncer down the line. That's a foul ball. And a great inning here as he gets another punch out and strikes out the side in order. So a pitching clinic there as he sets them down in order, all via the punch out. We're back with more of Game 1 after this message and a word from our local stations. Herman Marquez will do the pitching on the road here in Game 1 of the LCS. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matt, we'll get a chance to look at a power right-hander that can get it up there, too. Mid-90s and a great assortment of off-speed pitches. You'll know if Marquez is on early, you'll start seeing a lot of swings and misses. And if that's the case, expect him to stick around long in this one.
Now at the plate is Tim Anderson. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Not shortstop.
Here it comes.
Down, ball.
The 1-0. Swing and a liner. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Hey, this game's starting off exactly the way they want it to. Lead-off single in the bottom of the first after their pitcher went out there and threw a donut on the board. Boys are flying around.
Next to bat will be the Cuban import, Yoan Moncada. No balls and 1 strike. Anderson gets his lead at first, nobody out. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now. Sinker misses, and it's 1-2 now. Working for the punch out and the offering. Fastball, strike 3 called on the outside corner, and a pretty generous corner at that, as that's the first down of the inning.
The second baseman, Fred Saber.
plate now, Chris Taylor, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and one gone. And a fastball in there for a strike, 1-1. Previous history with German Marquez. He's gone 2 for 8. He's taken him deep once. Now the 1-1 pitch. He's in there for strike number 2. Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1 and 2. Runners on first with 1 down. A little too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes, here's the pitch. Popped him up. Henderson is there, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Time now to check the starting lineup card for the Chi Sox in this one. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Matt, I'm really excited to watch Andrew Vaughn play in this one. He's an imposing figure with a bat in his hands. Always seems to turn in a good at-bat, and he can do a lot of damage when he barrels up the ball.
The batter will be Luis Robert as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Fastball laid off well below the knees. One and one, here it is.
2 balls.
And there's ball 2 now. Two out with the man at first. Oh, and here's a fastball right down the middle of the plate that swung on and hit out to deep left field. And this one's not coming back. This is a long home run. So a 2-run homer down the line in left as the White Sox move in front 2-0.
Well, people always wonder why some players make so much money, and there's your answer. The great ones find a way to rise to the occasion in the postseason, and he did right there.
That is good. The first baseman,
Andrew Vaughn the next to bat, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. The 0-1.
ball. Ball. 2-1.
Fouled away.
That's the ball.
3-2 now.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
And, whoa, awful close, but it's ball 4, according to Woody Keller.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
Next, it'll be Brian Goodwin. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. He's set. Here it comes.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
0-1 count. Here it comes. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Fly ball out toward left center field. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. Vaughn rounds the corner and is headed home. And he's safe at the plate as they push their lead to 3 now.
You always want to spot your pitcher a run or two early on, so he has a little bit of wiggle room, but that double, they're up 3-0 and absolutely cruising. If this guy on the mound doesn't find a way to get some outs, he's going to be heading to the showers before some of the fans are even in their seats.
So now to the plate, Adam Engel. Grounded back up the middle. And that'll get through into center field for a base hit. And he is safe at the plate. It's now a 4-0 game.
You know what I like right there, Dan, is the batter's approach. Not trying to do too much, just taking it right back up the chute again, staying within himself, and just knowing that anything to the outfield gets him an RBI.
That's a good piece of hitting. That's a great point, Hero. I think a lot of times hitters go up there trying to do a little bit too much. Sometimes you just have to go ahead and hit the ball where it's pitched, and a good job, and a run batted in.
No balls and a strike to count. Engel leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. And he looks at one in there, 1-2. 2-2 to Jorge Soler. Here now the 2-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate and they push across 4 runs. Second inning upcoming here on the south side. The White Sox lead it 4-0. Now to the plate, Omar Narvaez. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
They've gotten a gut punch to start this game. There's no doubt about this, but that's when you have to turn the scoreboards off. Everybody do their job one at bat at a time.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch.
As an offense right here, 4-0. You can't let that get away from you. You're a grand slam from tying this one up. Everyone take a deep breath and just start getting some guys on base.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Ball. We're playing 11. 1-1.
Circle change here, but it's taken for ball 2.
Hasn't seen a heater yet in this at-bat. One might be coming right here.
The 2-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. Off-speed pitch, just missed inside. Danny Henderson is on deck. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
Boy, he's really on a roll on the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
Stepping in now, Danny Henderson, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. And we'll see if he can at least put the ball in play, something the first 4 men have been unable to do. Now a half swing here as he wanted to pull it back, but he does so too late. It's strike 1. 2 balls and a strike to the Orioles' first baseman. Giolito is what you may call a stingy starting pitcher. He rarely gets hit around, and on top of that, he usually excels at limiting free passes. A great combination to have.
Matty V, I think one of the keys to being a good starting pitcher, 1, limiting the number of pitches that you throw into a game, and 2, getting outs as quickly as you can. And there aren't too many guys that do it better than this guy. Not a lot of pitches. One of the things I like, he's in attack mode from the first pitch of every at-bat.
Doesn't offer at the circle change there, and it goes full 3-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Boy, and they cannot touch him right now. 5 straight strikeouts on the ledger, and there are 2 away.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Anthony Santander, the next to bat. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Trying to avoid becoming the 3rd strikeout victim of the inning here. The 1-0. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. 2 out, nobody on. 1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there.
He's 1 pitch away from striking out the side, but even more than that, to throw a donut up after your offense put up some runs, I can't tell you what that means to the boys in the dugout.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. And my goodness, how about this? He struck out the side in back-to-back innings, 6 in a row, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now it'll be the catcher, Zach Collins. First offering on its way.
Ball 1.
I'm sure he's frustrated by that call. Probably could have been a strike, but at the same time, earning strikes from the umpire is a real thing. If you've been all over the place like he has, you're just not going to get much help from the umpires.
So 1-1. Now a ball ripped into deep center field. Mullins is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
The batter, number 7.
Okay, here's how the Birds line up today on defense. And we get to watch one of the best right fielders in the game today. He brought home gold last year. We know a right fielder profiles as a huge offensive producer, but this guy covers a ton of ground all the way to the foul line with a strong throwing arm.
And the next to bat will be Tim Anderson, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. Second at bat here, he reached via a single to lead off the home first. The windup and the 0-1. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
2 mid-90s fastballs and you're down 0-2. This is where you got to take a deep breath and pot commit. You're either all in on another fastball or you're finding a way to stay back to attack something off speed.
And he'll try to hold back, but he won't be able to, as that's ruled a swing, and there are 2 away now.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
Hey, I got to really commend this pitcher right here. Was able to regroup in between innings. Something happened in the dugout because he's on point coming out for the second.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Slider, and that's in there for strike 2.
2-out lightning definitely applies to this offense. If this 2-hole hitter can get on, they could start something serious.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And it's 1-2.
Wow, that's 40 pitches for him already. This doesn't have the makings of a start that he very deep.
Moncada swings, and it's hit very well to right. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo home run for Yoan Moncada. And the White Sox have opened up a 5-0 lead.
Man, you could tell by the sound of that one off the bat, that was going a long way.
Standing in now, Chris Taylor. Now pitch runs in on him here, and all he can do is flare one foul off to the right side. 0 for 1 after a pop out in foul territory his first time through. Taylor behind, 0-2 the count.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Froze him for strike 3, and that retires the side. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. We've played 2, and the lead is now 5-0. Digging in next will be Chris Bryant. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off to third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
And the pitch. As a good changeup will get him to commit too early, and it's strike 1.
The offense better get it going right here because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. And he's going to start this inning out the same way he started the previous 2. 7 consecutive strikeouts. My word. 1 away.
Boy, this guy has really good stuff so far in this one. How about 7 Ks, and we're just in the middle innings of this one. If he continues this up, this could be a real solid performance.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Now here's the pitch. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
This pitcher's bringing it with some high velo. You better get that front foot down early and get ready, or he's going to throw it right by you.
And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Oh, my goodness. Talk about a developing story here. 8 straight strikeouts, and there are 2 away now. Next to hit, Donovan Solano. 2 outs already on the K this inning, so he'll be looking to do better. First pitch on the way. Oh, and just a miserable effort there. It's 0-1.
I know we want to focus on the offense and how bad they've been so far, but can we give some love to the pitcher? He has had these guys in the rocking chair all day.
And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
1 ball.
If I'm in the box, you take a step out right here. Take a deep breath after that high fastball. You got to be leery of him burying something in the dirt.
And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. And we're back for the bottom of the 3rd. Let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the White Sox offense with their manager in between innings. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said they've done a nice job of keeping their swings inside the strike zone and not chasing after pitches they can't do much with. The numbers say their chase rate in this game is under 25%. And with a bunch of runs on the board right now, that could be a big reason why.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
The center fielder, Louis.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Luis Robert is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1.
There's no way around it. This has been a rough start on the mound, so it'll be interesting to see how long that man is going to let him go. Maybe he settles in and can give you another inning or so, but I wouldn't bet on it at this point.
Down and away, ball 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1.
Ball. 2-1.
Ripped down the first base line. He's got it, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Number 25.
So next to bat will be Andrew Vaughn. No official at-bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. 1 out, nobody on. Up around the letters with that one for ball 2.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
2-0 count, the pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Gallo is there, 2 down.
Now batting, left fielder, Brian.
Ready now for the White Sox, Brian Goodwin. He doubled his last time up.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Hit in the air to center field. Center fielder giving chase. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the White Sox as they're unable to add to their 5-0 lead. Now to the plate, here is Ryan Keene back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Robert is there. One pitch, one out.
Up next for the Orioles, the shortstop, Aleds Diaz.
Stepping up is Aledmus Diaz. Struck out in his first at-bat. And now a pitch on the way. Ball one. That's by him for strike one. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. And a changeup that just about got away from him there as that ran in a bit too far.
That was a changeup, so there really wasn't any intent behind it. Looked to me like it just slipped out of his hand a little bit. That'll happen sometimes because of the grip of that straight changeup.
Ready on 3-1. Here it comes. Fouled off. Orioles still looking for their first hit of the ball game. Hard hit ball to short. First, and a good stretch over there is going to get him by a step for the second out. All right, so let's turn to show track for a more in-depth look at that one. Good reaction, great range, and a nice backhanded stop, and the jump throw with a lot behind it all the way across the infield for the out. The numbers don't lie, and that was pretty spectacular. Into the box, Cedric Mullins. He swings and misses at a first pitch fastball. 0-1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fastball just misses. That's ball one. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Orioles. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Ready to go in the bottom of the fourth. And up next, one of the best defensive center fielders in the league, Adam Engel. First pitch coming. Here it is. As he'll take a look at ball one. The 1-0. And this is foul tipped at the plate right off the arm of the catcher behind the plate. Ouch. Left side. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
Hey, some guys can handle the postseason lights, and this is obviously one of them. Another base hit leading off for the boys. This guy's had a monster postseason so far.
In is Jorge Soler. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Here's There's a look over to first, and he's back standing. Engel aboard here at first with nobody out. There's the knuckle curve laid off, 1-1. Looks like a lefty and a right-hander throwing in the Baltimore bullpen. Now the 1-1 pitch is laid off for ball 2.
Great game plan so far by this offense. They're not chasing any of those breaking balls out of the zone.
And the pitch on 2-1.
No. Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
And he will take ball 4. First and second now with nobody out.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
Now here comes the Oriole manager up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. So a less than stellar performance here tonight as he makes the early exit and forces that bullpen into action much earlier than anticipated. Sonny Gray answers the call from the pen here in the 4th as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. Zach Collins will be his first test out of the bullpen, and it'll be a tough test indeed as he'll face him with 2 on and nobody out here. Comes set, now the pitch as he looks at the ball that misses off the plate for ball 1. And 2-0 now as this misses below the knees.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
None out, runners at first and second. Three and 0 now.
If he concedes the walk here, he's in real trouble of giving up a big inning. It's not all that bad yet, but dealing with the bases loaded will make it pretty tough to wiggle out of.
He's set. Here's the 3-0.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. To second for 1, but they won't get 2 as he beats the relay to first.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson, in the dirt and blocked behind the plate. And the runners will stay put here on ball 1. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. And this winds up inside for a ball, 2-0 now. Gray, a 5'10" right-hander. He was a first-round 2011.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
3-0 to him now. Taking all the way that time. It's 3-1.
4-seam heater right down the middle. I would have thought he popped the clutch on that pitch.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout or you're still looking for the double play ball?
pretty good spot to be in as a pitcher right now. You can go for the punch out or try and induce the ground ball to get a double play.
And awfully close, but it's ball 4 according to Woody Keller.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news, a single probably drives in a couple of runs.
So here's Yoan Moncada. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they can get out of this jam, though.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. A swing, and he pulls it down the line and deep. Gone! It's a grand slam! So he will touch them all on the grand slam, his second home run of the game, as they push this lead up to 9 now.
Wow, you can understand what the pitcher's thinking. He doesn't have an empty base, and he needs to get ahead of the count. All he wants to do is get that first pitch over for a strike, but the batter knew the same thing, and he jumped all over it, smashing it into seats for a 4-run blast.
Into the box now, Chris Taylor. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Four runs here in this half inning. This is popped up. Solano has a play. And he makes the catch for the second out. There's a look at the final line for the Orioles starter. Clearly not the postseason outing he had envisioned.
Yeah, nothing seemed in sync for him out there in this one, Matt. He just couldn't get the ball where he wanted to, and the opponents really took advantage of that. That's a brutal feeling sitting in the dugout. Know that you disappointed your team and you went out there and laid an egg.
First delivery to him.
Ball. Hey, they say solos won't kill us, but I got to believe this guy's looking to do exactly that.
2 out, nobody on. And this one's too far inside, ball 2.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now, he needs to think about this hitter.
Outside, 3-0 now.
If I'm managing this hitter right here, he doesn't even have to look down at the third base coach. You know he's got the green light. He's one of the best hitters in your lineup.
Line toward right center, and the Sox keep pouring it on. This is extra bases as well. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
It just goes to show if you're going to throw that two-seam fastball away, which I don't think is the best pitch anyway, you better start that thing out of the zone and let it work its way back to the corner. With this one, it started out on the corner, so it leaked back right over the heart of the plate and got whacked.
At the plate now, Andrew Vaughn. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Center fielder on the run. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. But the damage was done right here as you get another look at the grand slam home run. We played 4. It's the White Sox 9 and the Orioles nothing. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Orioles offense with their manager between innings, and he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. They haven't had a single guy on base yet, so it's starting to feel a little desperate down here. But he said they've unfortunately just been faced with some really great pitching today. The key going forward is to find any way they can to get him out of his rhythm on the mound. Now, that may be a tall task, but they feel the little adjustments could lead to things turning around for them.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Now here's the pitch.
No. 1-0.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And the Orioles have their first hit of the game.
Just an absolute laser that time, screaming off the bat, if you will. And Showtrack tells us it went out at 112 miles an hour. Those are the line drives you can hear as they go by.
In now, Danny Henderson, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ready with the 0-1. Now an off-speed pitch well inside, and it forces him to bounce away from danger.
1-1.
The 1-1 home.
Ball outside.
Two and two.
Playing 2-2.
That one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3 and 2.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2 and 2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ballgame.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? What's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
At the plate, Anthony Santander, and he fouls this one off, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Here's the 0-1 pitch, and that's a called strike at the letters. So that looked high from here. It's 0-2 now.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on. And if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors for the Orioles so far. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. From the belt, kicks and deals. He's just rolling right now, and even dozens strikeouts for him in the ballgame. That's back-to-back strikeouts now, as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control of this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
Here's Chris Bryant now,
as he sends it on the ground to first.
Reined in. So they do get their first hit, but their first run will have to wait as the inning is over. 1 left for the Orioles. They're looking up at a 9-0 deficit. Zach Britton, a 6'1" southpaw, will be the one that gets the call from the bullpen here.
Zach.
Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Brian Goodwin.
The left fielder, Brian. Good win.
First pitch on its way.
Ball. Inside.
That's the heavy sinker right there. He has the ability to get ground balls when he needs them, potential double play situations, or to get that jam job with no one on base, that tapper right back to the pitcher. One of the toughest pitches to hit in the game.
Adam Engel waits on deck. And it's fouled away. The 3-2 pitch. Fouled away. The next 3-2. Fouled off. The next 3-2. And that misses ball 4 now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the 5th underway.
Well, that was a slider in a 3-2 count, and it just didn't tempt him enough to get a good swing. A good job of pitch recognition and knowing the strike zone to draw the free pass there.
Up next for Chicago, Adam Engel. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. They start him out with a slider. Good spot, but he doesn't get the call. 1-0.
Man, that's one of those. How could you not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Racing back the center fielder. And just short of a home run, this ball's off the wall. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
Wow, when you're swinging the bat like he is, you want the game to go to extra so you can get some more ABs. That's his 3rd hit of the game, and his swing just keeps getting better and better. Almost hit that one out of here, but he'll take a double anytime.
To the plate now, Jorge Soler. He'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. In previous meetings with Britain over the years, just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Ready with the 1-0 pitch.
No.
Goodwin on third. Engel stands at second. No outs. 2-1.
Hey, boys, you talking about getting your ace swing off right here? That's what it looks like. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
All even now, 2-2. From the stretch. And a slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort. A couple of men in scoring position here with none down. And awfully close, but it's ball 4 according to Woody Keller.
That was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
Digging in next, Zach Collins. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Now here's the first offering. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one.
He struggled a bit coming out of the bullpen here, so he needed that strike. Maybe it settles him down a little bit.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. Line drive to center field. And that's in there. Base hit. 1 run scores. And the second run will score as well.
Boy, that's one of the beauties of speed. That trail runner right there, Hero. He's just too fast to try to make a play to play, but they had no chance to get him because of his wheels.
Yeah, you got to put that one in your pocket right there and stop the hitter from advancing to second base and getting in scoring position. There was no chance at the plate.
Now at the plate here is Tim Anderson. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. First offering on its way.
Ball.
Hey, this pitcher's going to have to step off the mound right here and refocus. Take a deep breath, something. Can't keep falling behind and creating traffic. It puts everybody on edge, not only himself, his defense, and especially his man.
Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball.
This is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like that. You can't just lay one in there, but you also don't want to run the count to 3-0.
2-0 count, the pitch. And this one's in the dirt. Goes to third with it. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
Well, he's just lost complete control of the baseball in this inning. 2 walks and now a wild pitch. You know he's talking to himself in his head, and I can't imagine he's saying any real nice things either.
Hard hit at third. Right to Bryant. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
2 runs already home, and now you can make it 3. Good job right there of keeping it simple and putting the ball in play.
Carl Edwards Jr., a right-handed reliever standing 6'3", gets the ball now out of the bullpen. Yohan Moncada will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now. From the stretch.
No, that's a ball. 1 ball, no strike.
The 1-0. Three runs already home here. Pulled high in the air out to right field. And that's taken in straightaway right. Will he try from second?
The batter, number 6, second baseman, Chris Taylor.
Now into the box, Chris Taylor. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. In there, strike one. On its way, the 0-1 pitch.
No,
now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2. Off the plate that time and a little high. It's even at 2-2. And he fouls this one off. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So 3 runs on only 2 hits in the inning, no errors, and a runner left. 5 innings complete. It's the White Sox 12 and the Orioles nothing.
Here's Joey Gallo now
to start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
Yeah, I think if I'm the hitting coach right here, Matty, I'm telling the offense to get aggressive. Just seems like we've been going too deep in counts, and this guy has got exploding stuff on the mound. So I would tell them get overly aggressive on a heater in the middle of the plate early.
0-1 the count. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Playing 11. 1 ball, 1 strike.
And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. On a swing to forget there, it's back even at 2-2.
When a pitcher puts you in the proverbial rocking chair like he's doing right now, you have to take a deep breath. You can't start trying to guess along with him. Trust your fundamentals and stay on that fastball.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Joey Gallo is retired to kick off the inning. Into the box, Donovan Solano. As he comes up empty on a pitch right down the middle for strike 1. First time up, he went down looking. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. This one's flared off to the right side. Taylor ranging into the outfield, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Ryan Keane. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. First pitch of the AB on its way. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1.
Now that pitch tells me this guy's feeling frisky right now. He's on. He's got everything working.
And that misses 1-1. This one's flared out toward left. And that's in there. Base hit. So only the second hit he's given up tonight.
Well, that's only the second hit he's given up tonight, and the first one didn't do any damage. So he's not sweating this one at all. They haven't been able to string anything together.
And that'll bring up Aledmus Diaz as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. No hits to this point. Oh, 0-1, here it comes. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2.
With the way this guy's throwing on the mound, you cannot be chasing. You have to set your sights a little bit lower and control the strike zone.
A ball and 2 strikes to the Orioles shortstop. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away.
Not your normal put-away pitch. A 2-strike fastball down in the zone, but he was able to get wood on it and foul it away.
Now another 1-2, and he chased it in the dirt. Collins is after it. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, and 6 coming up. It's the White Sox 12 and the Orioles nothing. Next batter will be Luis Robert. He's 2 for 3 with a home run and a double.
The center fielder, Louis.
First pitch of the AB on its way.
And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right.
Edwards, 30 years of age. He was taken in the very late rounds back in 2011.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1.
Ball.
And now a right-hander up and throwing in the Baltimore bullpen. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Three balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter.
And obviously this guy's a double threat up there. He can run and he can go yard too. You don't want to walk him because he might steal a base on you, but you don't want to groove a fastball either because he can take you out of the yard.
And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th.
He's really struggled with his command in this game, no doubt about it. But to make things worse, he just lost one of the fastest guys in the ballpark.
So now into the box is Andrew Vaughn. Flew out last time up. First delivery to him, and it's fouled away. Robert on in first, nobody out. Strike taken as that one crosses over the inside part of the plate. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here. The 1-2. Little chopper back to the mound. One there. On to first, and they get them both.
Nice job on the mound to bounce back from the leadoff walk. Those are usually pretty costly, but that won't be the case this time after the 2-ball.
Next batter to the plate, Brian Goodwin. As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here, no balls and a strike. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
I think it's about time to choke up on that bat and get that foot down. He's awfully tardy right now.
Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. Nothing doing here for the White Sox, but they lead it by a count of 12-0. Digging in will be Cedric Mullins, and he'll get us started in what's officially the back third of this one. Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. As he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0.
1-0.
Fouled away.
Hey, that's just a great mix of pitches right there, and that's what this guy's going to do if he's going to keep this team off balance.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He's through first and hustling for second. And the Orioles are in business here. It's a leadoff double.
When you're struggling as a team to put the ball in play, every base hit is welcome, but a double will really help wake everyone up. That's just their 3rd hit of the game, but it's a good one.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Omar Narvaez. And his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
He's set and the pitch.
Hey, this guy's been throwing a gem so far. We're moving on later into this game, and he's right at about league average for first pitch strikes.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike two.
Man, as a pitcher, you have to love pitching 0-2. Multiple ways, up, down, in and out, throw the breaking ball. A lot of different ways to get guys out.
Got him. And that's number 15 for the ball game.
Wow, that's one of the toughest pitches in baseball to hit right. That good straight changeup, El Cambio. There's not much you can do with that. You're going off of that arm speed, and the ball, it just doesn't get there.
Stepping in now, Danny Henderson, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Pretty unusual that you see a 5-0 hitter take 2 strikes in a row. Typically, those are some of the most aggressive batters in the lineup.
Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his third tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out, a strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. 2 out here and a runner at second. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses, ball 2.
A couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at-bat trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
Set and the 2-1 pitch. Fouled off. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now, 3-2. Chris Bryant would be next if they can keep this inning alive. He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. On a line, that's a base hit. Throw into second. But he'll get in there with an RBI double.
He was on cruise control the entire game, but he gets brought back to reality here. An RBI double gets them on the board, and now that they've broken the dam, we'll see if they can generate some more runs going forward.
So now the White Sox manager will slowly make his way toward the mound, and a change is forthcoming, as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. So he receives a nice ovation from this home crowd, departing after surrendering just 1 earned run. Michael Kopech will get the ball here as he looks to get the final out in the top of the 7th. Standing in now, Chris Bryant, as The first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Here's the 0-1 pitch.
Ball.
There is a base open here, so the option to work around him is there if they want to go that route.
Bryant to the opposite field. So they're going back. Still ranging back. Gone! Chris Bryant plates a pair with a home run, but they're going to need a few more here as they're still well behind.
Well, some people would say this homer is wasted because they're down so big tonight, but I'm not one of them. I think anything you can build on and take into the next game is valuable, and at least they're still battling.
So that brings up the big bat of Joey Gallo. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Now here's the pitch. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Ooh, jumped the gun a bit on that swing. He's down 1-2.
Yeah, guys. His fastball, you could tell he was out in front on that slider. I think he goes to the well one more time with that pitch.
So 1-2.
Ball.
I know he buried that slider in right there, but that's a dangerous pitch. If he doesn't pot commit and bury that inside, it leaks out over the plate. He can get hurt with that pitch.
And he just misses inside with the fastball there.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Got him. And that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one. So it may be too little too late, but they're on the board here in the late going. Bottom of the 7th inning coming up. Get up and stretch. It's the White Sox 12 and the Orioles 3. Darren O'Day enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. Last half of the 7th here, and next will be the speed threat, Adam Engel.
The designated hitter, Adam Engel.
First offering on its way.
Hey, these mechanics ain't out of the textbook The Art of Pitching, but he seems to be effective with what he's doing.
Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. And he fouls this one off. Here comes the 1-2.
No. Playing 2-2.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. So now here is Jorge Soler, 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Ball, no.
Obviously, the game plan wasn't to let this guy beat you right here.
Strike.
He's already walked twice, and that pitch out of the zone tells me they want nothing to do with him.
The 1-0 home.
Ball 2. 2 balls, no strike.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
Ball.
3-1.
And when you're already down by a bunch, this is where a guy's got to take some responsibility out there and at least start throwing some strikes.
And it's fouled away. He's ready. Now the payoff pitch.
Ball 4.
And he takes ball 4 again. And they clearly just don't want any part of him in this one.
Now batting, catcher.
And stepping in, Zach Collins. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. From the stretch. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. The 1-0 home.
Ball. 2-0 to count. Ball.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
Here it is, the 3-0. Now here's a check swing. Did he go around is the question, and yes he did, says the man in blue. Strike 1. The 3-1 hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this will wind up foul as he runs the count full now. Soler stands at first with 1 out. Swing and a miss, and they come back from a 3-0 count to sit him down on strikes, and there are 2 gone.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Into the box now, Tim Anderson. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. One ball, 1 strike to count. Counts a ball and 2 strikes to the White Sox shortstop. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Don't quite know where that one missed, but it's not for me to decide. 3-2.
Good running count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. He'll be off to the races on this pitch.
The 3-2 pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. White Sox lead 1. They lead it big, though. It's 12-3. Now at the plate, Donovan Solano. He flew out in his last AB.
The second baseman, Donovan.
Here's the first pitch.
Ball. 1 ball, no strike.
The 1-0. Popped him up. Collins over to his left, and that's the first out of the inning.
The batter, number 34, designated hitter, Ryan Key.
So now to the plate, Ryan Keane singled in his last at-bat. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch.
Ball.
And he takes ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. This is in the air to left.
Waiting on it is Goodwin.
He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, the shortstop, Aleds Diaz.
Up next, Aledmus Diaz. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch.
He rides.
You know, a lot of guys don't like to swing at the first pitch. That might be the case with this one right here. Took a wheelhouse fastball, 0-0 center cut. Didn't even give the impression he was swinging.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. A ball and 2 strikes.
High fastball right there with a 2-strike count. You know what that might be doing? Setting up the next pitch. Could be that hard slider down and away. Something breaking down and away off the plate.
And did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around at strike 3. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. They're down a bunch. It's 12-3. Sir Anthony Dominguez comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Sir Anthony Dominguez.
Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and standing in is the veteran third baseman, Yoan Moncada.
Third baseman, Yoan.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Ball 1.
Dominguez, a native of the Dominican Republic. He's in his 4th season as a major league player. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch.
Ball.
And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Mullins comes on now, and he has it 1 down.
The batter, number 6, second baseman, Chris Taylor.
Ready now is Chris Taylor, looking to change his fortunes here. 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts so far in the game. First pitch on its way. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one.
You know, some guys just don't like pulling the trigger in an 0-0 count. They don't like the ambush tactic. They like to calibrate the speed, maybe pick up the break. They want to know everything your ball does before they pull the trigger.
Here's the 0-1. High in the air out to center field. Mullins is camped under this one. And he's got it for out number 2.
Now back, the center fielder, Luis Robert.
And now here's the cleanup hitter for the White Sox, Luis Robert. It was a walk in his last trip. Now the first pitch.
Talk about stopping the bleeding right here. This guy has come in and just executed everything he's wanted to against this offense. Nice to settle the boys down, maybe regroup, and we can get the bats going.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
Playing 11.
Who jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2.
That front door slider is a devastating pitch. By the time you realize it's in the zone, it's too late. You can't even put a good swing on it.
The 1-2. Misses for the second ball.
Playing 2 balls, 2 strikes.
2 out, nobody on. Count all the way full to the White Sox center fielder.
This guy uses that two-seamer to set up his other pitches. Two-seamer in, breaking ball away.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And he looks at ball 4 now. So he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of the steal when he's on base.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
First pitch of the AB now. Andrew Vaughn is at the plate now as he looks at strike 1.
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
The 0-1 fouled off. Ball and 2 strikes now.
They're playing 12. 1-2.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. A man left for the White Sox. They lead it big, though. It's 12-3. Garrett Crochet comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. Ready now for Baltimore. Cedric Mullins starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. But these guys know these bats still count. At least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch. 9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. Crochet, originally from Mississippi. He's in his 3rd season as a major league player. The 1-0 home. Played off, but in there for strike 1.
Big fastball is definitely this guy's MO coming out of the bullpen.
1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there. Here it comes.
Ball. Ball, no. Down and full. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
Now batting, the catcher, Narvaez.
Now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Omar Narvaez, struck out in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Gotta find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
There's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Guess where he's going with this next pitch? Probably a little further outside, see if the fish are still biting.
A 1-2. There's a called 3rd strike down in the zone.
It's been a rough game for him at the plate. Couldn't get the bat off his shoulder right there, and he struck out twice before that one. So he's going to have a lot to think about when he leaves the ballpark tonight.
In now, Danny Henderson, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Now the 1-0 is taken, strike 1.
Hey, you could tell right there the hitter was almost fooled by that pitch, expecting the nasty slider to break down and away, and it hung in the middle of the plate. Too late for him to pull the trigger.
The 1-1 home. A crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Baltimore, good night.
On paper, this had the makings of a real hard-fought game, but paper and reality, those are 2 different things. They pulled away and never looked back. How about to a tune of a 9-run victory?
Well, this one pretty much over before it started as we give you a final look at the line score here in what turned out to be a blowout victory. 12-3 is the way this one ends. The Chicago White Sox take the 1-0 lead here in the League Championship Series. Lucas Giolito earns the victory on the mound. German Marquez permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. So that'll do it for us. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website, theshow.com.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 16 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Guaranteed Rate Field, 40,000.